XUSOM has accidentally revealed their USMLE pass rate. Oops. Are you ready to find out what it is? Okay, I have the answer for you. Our detective work begins with the May 2019 issue of the Xavier Times, when they boasted about their 100% pass rate. Wow. On page 6 of this issue, we see the names and photos of the incoming MD1 cohort. These were 20 students who began in May 19 and completed basic science in May 21. More than a year after completing basic science, how many of them have gone on to pass the USMLE? Well, Xavier has given us a way to find out. Thank you, Xavier. This goes back to XUSOM's decision in 2020 to add a research rotation to clinical science. The current student handbook confirms every student who passes step 1 will always begin clinicals at this research site. And they begin immediately after passing step 1, because if you don't book it to Pennsylvania fast enough, XUSOM will charge you $800 per week for delay, which I think is more than they fine criminals who break the law. Oh, XUSOM. So on the bright side, this research site maintains a web page in which they list each XUSOM student who's entered clinicals since 2020. And as you can see, they keep this web page up to date. It's current. When I scroll through, all of the dates flow continuously. I don't see any time gaps. And it looks like they make an effort to account for all of the XUSOM students. For example, if someone's missing in the group photo, they've added a separate individual photo. So if we assume that this website is accurate, we have a roster of every XUSOM student who's passed the USMLE. Now, one thing I noticed is that there are a lot of transfer students who completed basic science somewhere else and then joined for clinical rotations. Now let's get back to the original question. How many students from that May 19 cohort have appeared on this research site webpage? The answer is 3. 3 out of 20, 15%. And this is a cohort who was promised a 100% pass rate in the semester they joined. You know, XUSOM likes to advertise that this is a 4-year MD program, but what they don't mention is the amount of extra time and money that needs to be spent between basic and clinical science, if you even make it to clinical science. Let me share with you the student handbook. I've already told you all about the LOA fee, $800 a month. But on top of that, after you complete basic science, you have to get permission to attempt the USMLE. That means you have to take a comprehensive basic science exam and get a score of 210. If you don't get the 210, you can retake the CBSE and pay the retake fee. After 3 attempts, if you haven't gotten that 210, you must return to Aruba, no remote option, and repeat the MD6 semester. And as far as I can tell, it's not tuition free. After MD6, if you still didn't pass the CBSE with a 210, XUSOM will deem you as a failure. A failure? Look in the mirror, XUSOM. You know who I deem to be the failure? You.